It has become, you might say, chic or in vogue right now to say that the State of the Union address doesn't matter. And to be fair, most Americans get their news from TikTok. It's easy to see why saying one speech in front of a lectern at 9 p.m. at night is something that doesn't matter. Gone is the era of Americans gathering in front of their TV sets with TV pre-made dinners to watch the president. That's how the narrative goes, right? Well, actually wrong. The president's address to Congress is one of the few nationally televised events to see viewership numbers that continue to rise in recent years. The only TV events that are more popular than the State of the Union is often the Super Bowl. And Trump may well get the opportunity to speak to his single largest audience yet. 90 uninterrupted minutes to make his case to the American people. A majority of Americans say the state of our union is, quote, not strong. And of course, we all know the president's take on that. Marist polls, here you go. Take a listen.
Polls are tough, you know, when you get a fake poll. I get them today. I saw one today that I'm at 40%. 40%. I'm not at 40%. I'm at much higher than that.
The president has the right to think that, but the White House and the political team seems to understand that he needs a reset. And this is the biggest opportunity for a reset a president will ever get. Plays his cards right, President Trump can change the narrative about his presidency tomorrow. Consider this. 1998, at the height of the Monica Lewinsky scandal, Clinton's approval rating went up by near double digits after his State of the Union speech. 2022, Biden emphasized how Ukraine's fight against Russia was vital to our democracy. And regardless of how you think about Ukraine right now or think about Joe Biden, Biden's approval rating went up substantially that night based on that speech. 20 years before that, President George W. Bush used the speech to introduce the new phrase, axis of evil. We can take for hours about the foreign policy impact in the ensuing decade. And we will talk to our military panel later about whether Trump can deal with Iran without firing a single shot. But the point is made. The State of the Union can change the trajectory of presidencies. For Trump, the State of the Union is not important. It is existential. Trump desperately needs to move the needle on the obvious. 57% of Americans say they need to hear solutions on the economy and cost of living more than they want to hear about all the other issues combined. The president previewed his economic argument today.
We have a country that's now doing well. We have the greatest economy we've ever had. We have the most activity we've ever had. I'm making a speech tomorrow night, and you'll be hearing me say that. I mean, it's going to be a long speech because we have so much to talk about.
For you at home, grab another glass of wine. For us covering it, another pot of coffee. Let me give you a premise, a framework to watch this speech. If Trump tries to persuade everyone or tell everyone the economy is great, he will sound like Joe Biden. If he persuades Americans he understands they are hurting, that help is coming, lists his accomplishments, and promises America, shows America he is the man to deliver the American dream for them, he will win the night and likely the midterms.
Thank you for watching. Subscribe below and download our NewsNation app right now on your phone, and you will get fact-based, unbiased news for all Americans.